Have you ever thought about starting your own online business? Selling digital products like planners, guides, or ebooks? It's what everyone is talking about right now. And for good reason. No inventory, no shipping, just pure profit potential. But let's be real. For a lot of us, that's where the dream hits a wall, because the thought of creating something from scratch just feels impossible. So let me just ask you this straight up. Do you want to launch an online store, but you feel totally stuck? Maybe you think you don't have the time or the right skills or even a topic you feel like an expert in. If you're nodding your head right now, then you are in exactly the right place. You know those thoughts that creep in? Oh, I'm not a writer. I'm definitely not a designer. What would I even talk about? Or the big one, I just don't have months to build something from the ground up. These are the exact thoughts that stop so many amazing ideas before they even start. But here's the thing, they don't have to be the end of the story. There's a way around all of this. So here's our game plan. We're going to get super clear on what this thing called PLR actually is. Then we'll see how it stacks up against some other options out there so you don't make a costly mistake. After that, I'm going to give you a simple 5-step launch plan. We'll do a quick reality check on the good, the bad, and the ugly. And finally, we'll figure out your very next move. Okay, so we've nailed down that gap between wanting the dream and facing the reality of it. But what if there was a shortcut? Well, that shortcut is called PLR, and it is an incredible strategy for getting your digital shop open for business, like way faster than you thought possible. It lets you skip the hard parts and jump right to the fun stuff, like building your brand and actually making sales. So what in the world is PLR? It stands for private label rights, and honestly, the best way to think about it is like this. You're buying the blueprint to a house, not the fully decorated house itself. You get a ready-made digital product, and the license that comes with it gives you permission to change it, put your logo on it, and sell it as your very own, keeping 100% of the profit. And this is where you can really see the difference. On one side, you have the slow, grinding process of starting from scratch. But with PLR, you're basically getting a massive head start. You're not starting with a terrifyingly blank page. You're starting with a product that's already 90% done, just waiting for you to add your unique magic. You get to jump straight to the selling part. Okay, but before you get too excited and start buying stuff, we have to talk about something that is absolutely critical. Not all resellable products are created equal. Seriously, understanding the rights you're buying is the key to avoiding major headaches and, actually building a business that lasts. This chart makes it so clear. Look at PLR, private label rights. You get the whole shebang, full editing, you can brand it as your own, you usually get the source files. But then look at MRR, master resell rights, and RR, resell rights. See how the control just vanishes? With those, you often can't edit them at all, which means you can't make your product unique. So here's the bottom line. For pretty much any beginner who wants to build a real brand and not just be another person selling the exact same thing as everyone else, PLR is hands down the best choice. That flexibility is everything. All right, enough theory. This is where it gets real. Let's turn this idea into an actual plan. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 5-step map that takes you from, this is interesting, to actually making money with your own product. Here we go. Step 1, pick a niche that's always in demand. Think things like wellness, productivity, making money. You get the idea. Step 2, buy high-quality PLR. Don't go for the cheapest thing you can find, and please actually read the license. Step 3 is where the magic happens. Customize it. Change the colors, the fonts, add your own stories and examples. Make it yours. Step 4, get it listed for sale somewhere easy, like Etsy or Gumroad. And finally, Step 5, tell people it exists. Market your awesome new product and start building that audience. Now, that plan sounds pretty great, right? But before you run off to start your empire, we need to have a quick reality check. PLR is an amazing tool, but using it smartly is what separates a successful business from one that fizzles out. So let's talk pros, cons, and pitfalls. First, let's just double down on the good stuff. The pros are huge. You save a massive amount of time. The startup costs are incredibly low. You can find products for almost any niche you can dream of. And the best part, once it's up, it can sell over and over again. That's that beautiful automated income we all dream about. Now for the cons, but I want you to think of these as things to be aware of, not things to be scared of. Market saturation? It's a real thing if you don't customize. If you just sell the exact same thing as 10 other shops, you're just in a race to the bottom on price. You also have to be the boss of quality control. Sometimes the original product needs a little polish. And finally, ignoring the license? Just don't. It's the fastest way to get your store shut down. So, we've seen the plan, we've seen the potential pitfalls. let's bring it all home and talk about what you do next. The number one thing to remember is that PLR is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's an incredible launching pad, a starting point that you can turn into a real success story. And if you take away only one thing today, let it be this. The secret to winning with PLR isn't just reselling, it's reinventing. The real money, the real grand, the real success happens when you take that foundation and you build on it with your own voice, your own style, and your own value. So, what you have now is a massive head start. PLR gives you the product, it gives you the permission, and it gives you the opportunity. It's literally the starting line for your business. The only question left is, how are you going to run the race?